Hello, I'm Caroline Blinsker. If you haven't been watching my Facebook Lives until now, then I'm Caroline Blinsker and I'm from e-commerce Backstage Pass. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to share this into my group. If you're not part of my Facebook group yet, it's a free group, e-commerce Backstage Pass. Head over there, join the group. I would love to have you in the group. I wanted to share with you today about my particular business that's going on. So if you don't know about this yet, I actually have a challenge that I've set myself. I'm setting up a new e-commerce store. My update, just sharing it over there. Perfect, it's done. So here's the thing, I am setting myself a $500,000 challenge that with my new business that I'm setting up, my new e-commerce store, I will be hitting $500,000 within 12 months. Now, the thing is, you might be thinking, wow, that's a lot of money, and others might be thinking that's not much money at all for an e-commerce store. But this particular business, because I actually help people with their marketing, I work with other companies and I partner up with them where I help them create their e-commerce stores, and I do a lot of other things. So I wanted to create an e-commerce store where I was working no more than 5 hours a week on it. So that's why this challenge is $500,000 that I know is a reasonable amount that I can be making in a business by just working a maximum of 5 hours a week. So here's the thing, I wanted to give you an update. First of all, I just wanted to say, because I was thinking about this today, I've got a lot of people saying to me, I've got no lights. So I'll just let you know, I'm about to move out of my apartment and three of my globes blew in the last 24 hours and they won't come and fix them because they're just waiting for me to move out. So that's Spain for you. That's how they roll around here. So it's a little bit dark. I'm sorry about that. So the thing is, here's the thing. People ask me all the time, why would I want to work with you? Why would you be able to help me? How come I need help in my business? Why can't I do it on my own? And as an entrepreneur, when you're going to start a business, we have a belief that we are able and we're capable of doing everything. But you know what? Once you get into it, you realize you do need help. And I'll give you a great example. You look at some of the big companies like Google, like Apple, they all get help with their marketing. There's not one person trying to do it all on their own because it's just not possible. And you can't be expected to know everything, all the latest things that are going on. And tomorrow I'm actually going off to Madrid to work for a company that they do all the training for companies like Nestle, Johnson & Johnson, lots and lots of big, huge corporate companies. And I'm creating training for them to learn because, yes, even those companies need help as well. And they need help with their marketing. They need help with solutions, with new ways of doing things. So if you start looking at those big companies, they're not trying to do it on their own. There's not just one man sitting there saying, I'm going to make this successful. So you do need help. I get help with different areas that I need help in. I do the marketing, but I don't specialize in my legal side or my accounting side. I need people to help me with those. So the first thing you need to remember is that if you do want to be making huge amounts of money, you do need to realize that there is help out there, and you do need to get that help if you do want to get to that next level. So here's the thing. I am at the process at this moment. If you don't know much about what I've been doing with my e-commerce store, there's lots of videos in my group where I've been doing these Facebook Lives explaining where I'm at with my business. Where we stand today, it is September the 27th. I wanted to launch earlier, but that didn't happen for a number of reasons. I've got lots of things going on, so it's been a little bit slower than I expected. But where we stand today, the other day I decided I'm doing a photo shoot. I'm leaving Barcelona for good on the 20th of this month, so I'm going to do a photo shoot before I go. I'm teaming up with a hairdresser. We're going to go out and do a photo shoot. I will be doing Facebook Lives from the photo shoot, explaining to you exactly how I do those photo shoots, exactly how you put a photo shoot together and things like that. So, I'm happy to share that information because that is my background. I know a lot about photo shoots. I've worked on a lot of film, a lot of television shows in Australia, a lot of fashion parades. So I know a lot about that area. So as of today, I knew that I had to get some t-shirts made because I need to get them for my photo shoot. So this morning I put in my first order. I put in my sample order. I'm using the Printful as my company. They're going to be printing and drop shipping for me. And they allow that you can put in an order, I think it was 5 items, 3 times per month, and you get a 20% discount. So I put that order in this morning. It's going to be shipped out to me here in Spain. I got express shipping, or one of the choices. So I think it's like up to 5 days until it arrives. It'll be here just in time for the photo shoot. And then I'll be going down the path of the photo shoot. So because I've teamed up with a hairdresser who, because of the way we've teamed up, she wants photos as well, and we will be combining our efforts on that. So the way we stand at the moment is that she's looking into a photographer. We sort of discussed which photographer to use. She's now talking to that photographer. Maybe an hour ago she had a meeting with him. And I've sent through a whole lot of samples of things that I am looking for in the photo shoot. So you never go to a photographer and say, hey, take some photos for me. You need to give them a clear understanding of what you want, or you sit down with them and you get them to show you what they're thinking. If you really have no idea, and that's fine, some people don't, it's not your area of expertise. So ask them, show me what you're thinking. So I've put together samples of what I want, and if he can't achieve those, then I'm going to have to find another photographer. But if he can achieve that, then that's going to work in with the rest of my brand. Okay, so I've got the photos, the photo shoot under control. The other thing that I was working on in the last few days was getting a graphic designer to create my t-shirt designs. I'm not going to try to do that myself. I've got my designer doing that. She's given me amazing, amazing designs. I put up one sample into a group. There was 3 options, and I had over 100 people, I think it was like 140 people, comment on which one they liked best. So that's given me an understanding of which one to go with, because me choosing, say, for those 3 samples and saying, well, I like that one, it doesn't really matter what I like, because if no one else likes it, no one's going to buy it. So I've done my research before. That was before I got anything printed. I didn't spend any money on printing. I have not spent any money on setting up my store yet. The store is half done, but I haven't embedded anything. I haven't put the printing company in or anything like that yet. So before I do any of that, I need to know that the styles that I'm choosing are going to get a great result and people want them. And from putting up that, I had quite a few people saying, hey, where can I buy this t-shirt? So I was like, wow, this is fantastic. I didn't ask for that. I just said, of these 3 t-shirts, which one? And they were slightly different. Which one do you like best? And I had people asking to buy them. So that's a really, really good start for me. It's showing that what I'm doing is actually getting a good response. It's showing that there's people that are willing to buy it. If you're not doing your research beforehand, this is where you can lose a lot of money. And I see this problem with my clients all the time. They come to me and they decide to start selling something. They think they know their audience, and then they get it all wrong. So do your research first, get it out there to people. Sometimes entrepreneurs want to hide their ideas because they're scared, oh, everyone's going to steal it. You can't think like that. You have to put it out there and get a response from people before you actually start investing money into it. I knew I had a great idea, but I just needed that confirmation before I spent any money. Putting my orders this morning. My graphic design is working on some new stuff. I'm changing over my whole Instagram page. So if you've seen my videos already, I have over the last 3 months been building up my Instagram followers, even though I've got nothing to sell yet. So that was one of the first things I did, was start building my Instagram followers. I've got a lot of followers. I've got people every single day writing comments, wanting to know more, writing me private messages. So that's been going on in the background. And now I'm in the process of changing all of those images over. I've just come to realize, you know what, I want to change things. I'm not happy with the overall style of my Instagram account. So my graphic designer has created new templates. So we've got 4 standard templates, and all those 4 standard templates will have whatever we want in them to keep the consistency through my Instagram account. So we're not going to have just mishmash of everything. We're going to have consistent photos, and we're going to have consistent other images as well, and photos on the page. So that's all going on at the moment. There's lots of little things going on. Like I said to you, the whole idea of this challenge was I don't want to be doing more than 5 hours a week on this. And really, I'm sticking to that. Some weeks I'm doing less. I'm not really doing any more than that. So as long as I stick to that maximum of 5 hours a week, then I'm fine. So my graphic designer, she's fantastic. If you work with me, and if you actually come on board and start working with me in a different capacity, you might want to work with me on me helping you with your social media. You might want my help with just doing some marketing or putting together a strategy for you or helping you sort of get an understanding or coming into my program where I'll teach you how to implement these things on your own. If you work with me like that, I'm happy to share my graphic designer with you. I've got one main one and I've got some other little ones that, you know, other people that I use sometimes, but my main new one, I'm loving her. She's fantastic. So that's something I share with my actual clients. Can't be giving her out to everyone because I'll end up losing her. So it's something that I share just with my clients. So if you want any help with your e-commerce store, please let me know and we can talk about it. The other thing that I've got going on is that I'm launching my podcast. If you listened yesterday, today was meant to be the day that it launched. I'm setting up a new podcast with Rachel Wager. She's fantastic. She concentrates just on Amazon, and I'm doing everything else. So I'm dealing with, you know, Shopify, mainly Shopify, some WooCommerce and things like that. And her and I have teamed up and we've done this podcast. We put together our first 2 episodes. I got it up onto iTunes and we're just waiting for them to approve it. So, you know, we've got the video, it's going out tonight. So we're doing video version and an audio version. That's going out tonight, the video version. I'll pop a link here afterwards, so come back and check. And then we actually just did an interview with a lawyer from America. So he's actually talking about the US tax laws when it comes to having an e-commerce store. We just did a podcast with him and it was absolutely awesome. I can't tell you how great it was. We're keeping our podcast to 25 minutes and he was just giving us the best information. We just couldn't stop listening. So we've got not only the content for the 25-minute podcast, but we've got overtime content with him as well. So we're giving away, you know, you can listen to the 25 minutes. If you want to know more about that topic, we're going to have more information on our website as well, which is ecomx.com. So ECOMMX.com. You can sign up there, get on the list, find out when we get new overtime content, find out when the podcasts come out. So I'm so excited. I'm so hyped. You know, there's so much going on with me at the moment and I'm moving at the same time. So on top of everything, I'm going completely nomadic. So my time zones are going to change, but I'm still here for all my clients in the same way. It's going to be a lot of fun, and that's a great thing about being in e-commerce. I don't need to be stuck in one location when I've got a drop shipping company looking after that stuff. So times are really fun. There's so much going on. Keep listening back because I've got lots more information for you. Next week or the week after, I'm doing the photo shoot, so you've got to keep an eye out for that as well. And yeah, I look forward to hearing from you. If you need help with anything, let me know. I'm here to help you, and have a wonderful day. And if you've got questions, put them in the video below. Otherwise, send me a private message and I'm happy to help you out. And join my group. E-commerce Backstage Pass is the Facebook group. It's free and you can join and you can be part of the whole thing that's going on, both what I'm doing with my businesses and what I'm doing with my clients' businesses. So I look forward to seeing you soon. Have a great day. Bye.